So a binomial experiment is conducted with the given parameters. Compute the probability of X successes in the N independent trials of the experiment. Okay, we are not going to do this. Again, if you look at the example, it's going to show you how to do this using the formula. We're just going to use technology. And let's start with Statcrunch. So recall, we're going to go to Stat, Calculators, and Binomial. Okay, so we have N is 9. P is 0.4. And it says we want it to be less than or equal to 3. And then press compute. So we get 0.4826, and we're looking at 4 decimal places. So one more, 0.48. No, that's it, 0.4826. So notice what less than 3, less than or equal to 3 means. It's highlighted in red here, that we are at 3, 2, 1, or 0. Make sure you don't forget 0 if you're doing this on the calculator. So now let me show you on the calculator how to do this. There are 2 different ways. Actually, there are 3 or 4 different ways. I'll show you 2. So we're going to go down to binomial. We can't do PDF. Number of trials. We have 9. And then P equals 0.4. So for value, there are a couple of ways you can do this. You can just do all 3 of them separately. So we could do 0. Write that number down to, I'd go one more place on what they're asking. So write that down for 5 places. And then press second enter. And change that to a 1. Write that one down. Press second enter. Change that to a 2. Write that one down. Press second enter. And change that to a 3. Because that's really what we're doing. We're finding the sum of 0, 1, 2, and 3. That's what we did in the applet. If you recall, I'm just adding up these probabilities. There is a way that we can get it to automate that. And it's with, rather than using the PDF on 4 individual ones, we can use the CDF. So the C stands for cumulative. So let me go back and do second distribution. Binom CDF. So it looks similar. The items here are exactly the same. Number of trials, 9. P is 0.4. And the X value, it always goes from that number and under. So it's less than or equal to 3, so I'm just going to put a 3. For me, this is not as intuitive. You just have to remember that's what it's computing. Okay, so notice I've got a CDF here. So what the C does is it sums from 3 downward. And notice I get exactly the same thing, 0.4826, that I did when I used the applet, 0.4826. Little word of warning here, you have to be really careful when using CDF. If it had said less than 3, we actually would put 2 in because it goes from this number and below. If it said greater than 3, we'd have to do 1 minus this. So it's kind of tricky. With Statcrunch, it's super easy. So, but you need to know how to do it on the calculator for the in-class exams. So just letting you know, you got to be careful when doing these.